through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, delivering live free picks for today's action. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. We want you guys live with us. You get the best numbers from the picks here from our experts here on our show on Game Day Picks. Remind you of a few things. Our promo code, you can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use the promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description, then click the All Cappers tab to get signed up. Also, would love to hear from you guys, so go ahead and post your picks in the comments below. And don't forget about our podcast, every pick in podcast form right now over at Tony'sPicks.com. Search Tony's Picks on all platforms, all major platforms for podcasts. And remember, our site, Tony'sPicks.com, our multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links and get signed up to our long-term passes. You'll find our premium picks listed here right in the center of the page, and as well as our best bets. Each capper can release one best bet per sport per day. Many of them have them up there in good quantity. We see Brandon with a couple. Ramon has two. Mindy's in action here with two best bets. Morning's team coming in here with the four best bets across four different sports. And of course, I've got one up there as well, our $15 premium pick. Each capper can designate one pick from their card as a $15 premium pick, and that is to showcase their service to new and existing customers. So there you go. We can see many of them up there, and many of these cappers are using the best bet to showcase their services. They want to make a really good impression, so go ahead and get signed up. Our 3-packs out there, well, very good value there for you. Three packs, all profit guarantee. Must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. That is profit guarantee. All right, let's get this one underway. And with us today here on Game Day, we have Ramon Scott and Mindy Hahn. All right, let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll find her over at Tony'sPicks.com. Really on a tear here in the NHL. So let's bring Mindy in right now. Also part of that morning steam show in the mornings. Mindy, what's happening?
Not too much, Tony. Just enjoying our first snow of the season.
Nice. First snow of the season. Oh, it's winter time now. We're getting closer and closer. We're not winter. We're still in the fall. We're still about a month away from winter.
The good thing is it probably won't stick around for a while. So that's good. So
yes.
Hopefully, yeah.
Warming up there. So I remember when you used to do it. I remember when we first started, you were doing the shows. You were freezing. I don't know where it was.
Tell me about it. In January,
yeah. Yes, I remember that.
I'll come on with my stocking hat on here in January.
There we go. Getting ready for that. All right, we're going to the ice tonight here over in, I got a buddy that lives out that way near Edmonton, so you don't have it as bad as they have over there. Just think about it. It could be farther north. It could be farther north. Edmonton here hosting the Kings here. We got the Oilers here minus 145. Total is 6.5.
Yep, so you're getting another hockey pick with me here again today. These LA Kings, they're coming off probably one of their worst defensive performances, of the season, a 5-6 loss to the Flames, and that snapped their highest win streak of the season of 4 games there. But, these Oilers are also trying to snap their own kind of streak. They have a 3-game home losing streak, and it's their first, it's their longest one in over a year. And in that time span, they got to play a little bit better because they've surrendered, at least one power play goal in 13 of its 16 games. And because of that, they rank 30th in penalty kill percentage. The Oilers, they've lost 5 games. And when they've done so, they've allowed more than 5 goals in each of those games. But the good thing is that they have been putting up about, 3 goals or so in about each of their last 5 games here. The Kings are also, I think, going to be able to put up some goals here in this one. They scored more than 4 goals in 3 of its last 5 games here as well. I know that the under, if you take a look at this, historically head-to-head has kind of cash. It's 19-9. But if you take a look at where these two teams have been recently, the Kings here, 7-1 last 8 games to the over, and the Oilers 3-0-1 in the last 4 home games to the over. Tony, we're taking the over 6.5 goals here today.
All right, over 6.5 goals, and I think I saw a score last night, like 5-2 early second period in this one. I said, with Calgary and the Kings, another bad defensive performance. We can confirm now it will be Peterson in goal here for the Kings, and I got to give the Kings credit. I didn't even want to watch the game when I got the first score. I'm not going to even watch it. 5-2. Let me watch. I think I was going to watch there were some Big West teams in action. I think Loyola, Marymount, and Irvine got the last TV over the Kings game, because I was disgusted when I saw that 5-2 early second period. I said, you got to be kidding me. You give it up 5 goals in 22 minutes of hockey. You're not going to get on my TV tonight. And then, and lo and behold, I see the final 6-5. I said, wow, they stayed. They got it within a goal there late last night in a really high-scoring affair.
Yeah, I mean, it just was a little bit too late with it, getting the goals back there. They would have kept that win streak alive. I know, Quick, he's been a little bit better than Peterson. I think Peterson's been allowing about 4, Quick about 3. And it's kind of the same thing here. I think Skinner has been confirmed now over Campbell. Campbell is allowing 4 goals. Skinner here 2.5. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it matters much who's in goal here right now with the way these teams have been playing offensively and defensively. Should be sticking to trends here today, hitting the over.
Hitting the over, even though Iafallo has been one of their scorers, but he's been out for what they can still score without him. They got a lot of centers out there, Kopitar, Janal. But anyway, we're going to see here the Kings here and Oilers over 6.5. The way they looked there in the last night's game, would not be surprised if we could get this one over after 2 periods. the way the Kings have looked over 6.5. This one will have a start time here of 10 Eastern time, and I know TNT's hoping for that type of game again. They would love a 6-5, 7, 8-7 old school before your time on old school's 80 scores with the Gretzky Oilers and the Mario Lessard Kings, which was just that's when the term offensive defenseman was invented, when they saw LA
really?
Kings.
Okay.
Yeah, well, actually, that's when I first heard it. Is when you would see the Kings defensemen. They were all off. They used to call them offensive defensemen. That was a nice way of saying they sucked defensively.
Right. They're there to score goals. That's it.
That's it. They're there to score goals. You'd had some wild scores back in those days. Bernie Nichols and all those guys that played back in those days. Anyway, Kings Oilers over 6.5. This one will have a start time here of 10 Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for today's action. We're showing great results in the NHL. We got a national TV card tonight on TNT with 3 there. A 10-game board here from the NBA. Of course, every day we're going to have a lot of college basketball here midweek. You can expect that, as well as some action as well. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, now I feel bad because I feel like I've missed out on some good hockey, So, yeah, I mean, that sounds like it was pretty fun there back in the day. Plus, I think there was a lot less, care for injury and such as well. So, But yeah, came off a nice day yesterday, 4-1 in hockey. Just missed last night with those Ducks beating me in overtime, or I would have swept my card. But yeah, plus 722, I think, in the NHL here this month. So today, go ahead and pick up my one play on this little small hockey card. You can get that guaranteed best bet for only $15 here. And again, if I don't win, you get your money back or credits back to your account. But we're planning on taking this one with a victory lap here tonight. So I also have some NBA on the slate, a three-pack, including my best bet. And again, I'm running really close here for the NCAA basketball, because for me, I always like to get stats, gather them. I'm getting really anxious because all of my preseason stuff is doing really, really well. But I, of course, don't just make picks to make picks. I want to make sure that what I'm putting out there is quality. So we're getting so close. So why not, get ready for that and get a 7-day pass. You'll definitely be able to get some of my first out NCAA college basketball picks for some tournaments here coming up. I had some nice ones again. My University of Nebraska Omaha plays Ball State. I'm hoping that they're able to keep their covering streak alive tonight. Not so sure with that Ball State team. They look a little tough, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, please go ahead and get one of those longer term packages. Tony always suggests, maybe like a 30-day, because that one there would give you the biggest bang for your buck in all sports. Getting, the whole turkey week in there as well. So yeah, stop on by to Tony'sPicks.com and get one of those long-term passes, and be sure to use the promo code TonyT at checkout.
That's right. So again, I'm with Mindy Hahn over at Tony's Picks. Of course, you want to use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and that'll save you 20% off. And of course, right now over at Tony's Picks, Mindy has plays up there right now from the NBA. He's got a monster best bet up there right now. Of course, a profit guarantee on there. as well as a 3-pack from the NBA, coming off a winning night here in the NBA. And of course, she comes in with the best bet on this 3-game card from the NHL. Only 3 games, so there's only one best bet up there from Mindy. But don't worry, there'll be some bigger cards coming up from the NHL. So get on board with Mindy's best bet here. Kind of a monster winning performance over the last 7 days in the NHL. So great time to get on board with Mindy. Now, what you may choose, Mindy was talking about, is a longer term pass. She has a lot of seasonal passes you'll see as you go through her profile page there as well. But you get down to the 1 month all sports pass is what we're talking about right now, especially with all these sports overlapping. It's a great time to get on board with Mindy's 30-day all sports pass, and what you'll get there is all of Mindy's premium plays for 30 days. That would include all the NFL, right? We're getting right into Turkey Week next week, as well as college football. Exciting times right now in college football. The final 2 weeks of the regular season. Then we get into the championship, the conference games there coming up. So great week here, 3 weeks coming up here from college football. That's also covered with that 30-day all sports pass, all our NBA. Just getting ready to roll here with college basketball. We're getting into some of these feast week matchups. We're starting to get teams playing 3 to 4 to 5 games. So starting to get our data collected. She's a numbers girl. So we need data. We need data out there, right? It's great to read all the preseason magazines and but no, I need to see data. Don't throw the that's it. Keep those preseason magazines on the rack. So she's looking she needs her numbers. So there you go. So get on board with Mindy here. She'll have her college basketball ready to roll here in just a few more days when she gets some more data on these teams. Of course, our NHL as well. So get on board with that 1 month pass, and we're going to save you some money here when you use the promo code here, Tony T, at checkout. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link you see in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and then get signed up. Then you're going to land right here on this page, which is Mindy's handicapper page, profile page, if you would. And of course, you'll be able to see Mindy's profile about her, and then of course all her great records. And of course, again, what you see there in orange will always be at the top. These are the 1-day passes that she has up there for 1 day. And those are profit guaranteed, meaning they must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account for site credits. And as you go down further, you'll see seasonal passes and longer term passes. Those are in yellow. Those are not profit guaranteed because they're sold at such a discount. So there you can see that you can always see the longer term passes. We mentioned the 1 month passes, their best value right now, especially this time of the year with all these sports overlapping. And a great time to get on board with Mindy. All right, Mindy, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Mindy.
Yeah, that's right. And I always get to this part where I can't remember what I put in for my free pick, but it is out there. It's in another sport besides hockey. I can't remember what it is right now. But yes, you can get another pick over there at Tony's Picks Mindy on my Twitter account. Please go ahead and subscribe, and then go ahead and give me a follow, and then how about a retweet as well, so we get our fan base here built up a little bit. You can also find me and Ramon on the morning show every Saturday through Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Time, where we go over almost every game on the card. So we're not going to know what to do with ourselves once, college football goes away, right? Oh, we'll just expand it into college basketball, I'm sure. But yeah, it's a great time on the morning steam. We have lots of regulars, lots of folks in there, giving us information, giving us their picks. Always having folks winning in there. So it's been a lot of fun. And again, we get to, get breaking news like we did this morning. We also get, players ins and outs, big major line movements over the evening. So yeah, it's a good time. So please come watch our show.
That's right. Watch the show here. Is that Whitney?
This is Whitney.
Whitney, oh, cute Whitney. I don't even want to put my face on the screen. I love this screenshot right here. So get on board right now with Mindy over at Tony's Picks. Of course, Tony's Picks Mindy there is the Twitter account. And of course, you want to check her out with Ramon here on the morning steam, Saturdays through Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. We got their show again coming tomorrow live. A lot of content up there today. They ran through the college basketball, a handful of college basketball games, the NBA card in its entirety, as well as the NHL. Got into some college football as well. Mindy, a lot of content today on the show.
Yeah, I have to get her jersey back on because it's pretty cold. But yeah, I mean, the morning steam team, we've done really well if you look at our record over the last week, and also have quite a few plays in here for today. So I think me and Ramon, we're really seeing the card well. We're just, like I said, we're hitting those early games here in NCAA college basketball. We have 2 plays tonight, in the NCAA college football, and then quite a few, like a 5-pack for NBA, and then also have a couple for NHL here as well, I think. Maybe we didn't do any NHL today. I can't really
Yeah, you
remember
did.
sometimes.
I think you did.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
good, good,
yeah,
good.
you did three.
Yeah,
I
so
think three college basketball, and you got right through. Yeah, I know. It's tough. It's tough. It is tough to
yeah,
recall
so
everything.
yeah, so again, I think you can always find, something that you like at tonyspicks.com. You are able to go ahead and get the morning steam packages as well if you don't have time to get through the whole show. Because usually we run about an hour and 20, hour 30, depending on, usually get through about 30 games or so. So if you don't have time, please make sure you go ahead and get over to tonyspicks.com. It's really easy. You can go to the all cappers tab, just hit the morning steam, and then you can find a variety of packages. We do have also the one game guaranteed best bets for sale as well. And yeah, check us out on the podcast.
Yeah, a lot of you are working at this hour, so when you're driving home, the Hour Plus show, you can listen in its entirety on your way home. Just Bluetooth it into your speakers and get the entire rundown tonight on the morning scene from NBA, as well as hockey, as well as a few of the college basketball notable games and more. And of course, look ahead from college football because there's 63 games and they do them in advance. So check them out. All right, Mindy, as always, great having your show. Let's we'll get Whitney bundled up, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep, and we start NFL card tomorrow, so make sure you check us out.
Check out the NFL early games for tomorrow. All right, Mindy, you and Whitney have a great day, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
We will. Bye-bye.
Right, Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're here on Game Day Picks here Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and then set those notifications. We want you guys to be live with us so you get the best picks here and you get the best numbers from these plays here from our expert handicappers. Let's continue on here with Game Day Picks. Next up is Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com doing great work over at the site. If you've seen him top of leaderboards, bring him in right now. Ramon, what's happening?
Well, Tony, I don't know you just felt up there, but we definitely just had an earthquake here in San Diego. I wouldn't say it was very big. It might not even been 4.0, but I think if anybody look at their tweet deck right now at the word earthquake, there was some shaking here a few minutes ago. No panic though. I've been through many of them.
Yeah, I've been through many of them myself. As a matter of fact, I didn't even feel one. I didn't even feel it out here in SoCal. So I'll just type, if you just go into Google and you type in earthquake, it'll tell you where it's at. Earthquake now, I think is what you for. Let's see, what do we have here? Latest earthquakes. Let's see here. Latest one was, boy, they have. Let's see. Let's see. Wyoming had a small one. Puerto Rico had a small one.
All right, could have been one of those mystery booms,
You never know.
I don't know. I'm seeing some people tweeting about it. Anyways, no big deal. But yeah, Mindy and I are on the same game there on Twitter, the Bulls and Magic. So if you go to our Twitter feed, just want to mention that real quick. You can get both the side and the total if you follow both Mindy and I at Tony's Picks Ramon and Tony's Picks Mindy. So she was teasing her for getting that.
Yeah, that's right. I just hope I have the right game. Is this game you're looking at today?
Indeed, indeed, Tony.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I mentioned on the Twitter. She was trying to jog her memory on the Twitter, and we actually tweeted about the same game. She's got the side, and I've got the total. But yeah, this game right here. Let's get into it, anyways, Tony. Yeah, we talk about the breaking news, but I guess we weren't breaking it quite enough this morning. I mean, we got some big time players out today that really just within the last hour or so. Are out at other games, but this game also has a significant couple of injuries. So let's get into it with Orlando. It's going to be the fourth straight game that rookie sensation Paulo Banchero will miss for Orlando. He's an impact player. There's no doubt about it, Tony. You don't just say some of these rookies. We're still trying to get them settled. I don't know. They're not even rookies anymore, right? Some of these guys have been around the league a couple of years. They can't even go. And this guy is coming in right now with 23 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's the real deal. So, anyways, Tony, he'll be missing his fourth straight game. And Wendell Carter also going to be out for Orlando. So there's another 16 points for Orlando. So that's going to be basically 40 points out of the Orlando starting lineup. Now, they're not going to go out there with 3 guys. I get that. But some of the guys that you'll have in there, I mean, Franz Wagner, Caleb Houston will be in there. And, of course, Tony Bull. And, Manute Bol was one of my favorite players, but Manute Bol was a novelty. He was almost a gimmick in a way. Bol can play. So there will be some step up for Orlando tonight by some of these guys, but Orlando coming off that loss on Monday, 102-105 to Charlotte. They're ending a 7-game homestand here. They only shot 36 of 88 in that game, Tony, and had 22 turnovers, which was a bit of a contrast because Orlando had just beaten Dallas and Phoenix and held them both to under 100 points, and that was without Banchero. So Orlando, though, they've got to do a little bit better job protecting the basketball, 17 turnovers a game right now. Minnesota, we know they're pretty bad defensively in a way, as far as they seem to give up points at critical times. They are third in field goal percentage defense, so they do that very well. And they've gone under in 9 of their last 14 games, including 4 of their last 5 on the road. Minnesota did defeat Cleveland 129-124. They led by 25 in that one, closed it all the way to 2 points before Minnesota held on for the 5-point win. D'Angelo Russell finally got on track in that one. He'd been shooting only 32% from 3 this season, a career low, but he went off for 30 points and 11 rebounds in that one for Minnesota. Orlando has won 4 out of the last 5 meetings, 4 straight unders in this series. So Minnesota, it's been a tough matchup for them. I was kind of playing the trend here, hoping I'd get Banchero and Wendell Carter in the lineup tonight when we were on the show this morning, because Orlando does have a pretty strong trend of a 6-2 against the spread at home this season, but I'm going to elect to go under here with those big points. Certainly Minnesota, Tony, just 24th in 3-point shooting this season. Orlando just 21st in points scored in the league, including 21st from 3. Orlando, not bad defensively, actually. We mentioned Minnesota, 3rd in field goal percentage defense, one of the best in the league. Orlando, not bad either. Top 10. They're 10th in field goal percentage defense. So even though Banchero gets announced out, some steam comes in, this total really hasn't dipped too much, really, as we look at it here at 222, and I bet you can find a better number for me right now.
Well, we got Ramon here on the Magic and the on this one here going under total here of 222. Yeah, it's going to be Orlando again, going to be challenged here to get the scoring. Now, Carter is another one that can score for you out there, can score for the Magic, and of course that Banchero, everyone's so far one of the contenders here for Rookie of the Year. And in this one, 222. No, I'm seeing 222 and a half. So I'm seeing it higher in some of the other places right now. 222 and a half. I'm seeing 223 in Vegas. So yeah. No, but all this information was pretty much known overnight. The overnight had both Banchero and Carter questionable, and I think it was pretty much baked in the number, pretty much, because this was known well over. I know I got my previews up a little later this afternoon, but I had done this game early last night, and in my write-up, it was known at the time both Banchero and Carter were both questionable. As a matter of fact, I did report because there was a report out yesterday that Banchero did not practice on Tuesday, so that was definitely pretty much baked in the number.
Yeah, they're really going hands off with him right now. Look, again, like I said, a lot of these guys come into the league and we don't see them adapt right away. We've seen a lot of these top draft picks, not living up to expectations. This guy is a real deal. Rush him back at this point. So, again, I was playing on the trend this morning, taking Orlando there, but we're going to go under here, though, under this number again. Minnesota, impressive for them to be 3rd in field goal percentage defense, considering where they're at as a team right now. We thought with their big men in there that they might excel in that category, with the combination of the 2 big stars that they have. So, yeah, I think most of it comes necessarily from inside, and we'll see. But Bol's an exciting player, man. I mean, I like Manute Bol. He couldn't shoot the 3 at all, but that didn't. Bull shoots the three over 40%. So a little bit different there. Manute Bull, if he could shoot over 25%, was a good week.
No doubt about that one here. Ramon here on T-Wolves Magic under 222. This would have a start time here of 7 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com right now. We've been on absolute fire here. 2,697 units of profit over the last 3 days. That is all documented. So if you go over to Ramon's handicapper page over at Tony's Picks, you'll be able to see every play that he's posted here on the site. Of course, it'll show you all of his great records we've mentioned here. It defaults here for the year 2022, and you can see all the winning he does in all the major sports, from NHL to NBA, to college football, NFL, even the summer league. Had a huge summer league this year. Had a huge regional action as well in the NCAA baseball, MMA, CFL, and more. But you'll see the results here. And of course, we're going to see some action tonight here as we have we have NBA, we got the Maction, we got NHL, lots from college basketball, although not the high-profile games from yesterday. But I see your UC San Diego team did some damage last night to somebody. So what do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, it's fun to see UC San Diego, a Division I team now, and between San Diego State, who I think is totally underrated still. I mean, maybe not, because they are going to be rapidly, but man, they are one of the most efficient teams in the country right now. USD, they're on the rise with Steve Lavin, and UCSD, they always could play basketball when they were at the lower level. So right now, they're going to be a good team here in Division I. So we're playing some good basketball here. It's one thing we got going, some college basketball in San Diego. That's what we do. So anyways, Tony, I've got my biggest card tonight in college basketball. I promised you I was going to ramp it up, and I've got 2 3-packs tonight. Both of them are $30. One of them's an East Coast-based kind of trio of games, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, and the 3-pack at night, staggered starts between one each hour, starting at 8 Eastern, then 1 at 9 Eastern, 1 at 10 Eastern, 3 more on a 3-pack. Plus, I got a Maction best bet. Trying to come off a loss last night, ruined my Maction streak, and I've also got NHL best bet tonight there as well. So we've got it right there. Maction 3-pack in the NBA. Can't forget that one as well. $30 there, Tony. But again, just interesting. Some guys really coming in tonight. Just over the last, we talked. I give you that on Banchero. The fact that he was questionable was leading me to believe that he might be able to come back in this one, because he had been out the past 3 games. But that's a lot of scoring to miss. But you do have now all of a sudden other players out tonight. Luka Doncic is going to be out tonight. Zion Williamson will be out again. So some big stars. Those are the ones over the last several minutes that I'm talking about that have been announced out tonight. So anyways, those are my picks tonight, Tony, with those 2 3-packs in college. I'm 13-6 so far in NCAA basketball. That might be kind of light considering we're on the second week of play. So we're coming in with basically almost a third of that tonight with 2 3-packs in college basketball, the Maction, the 3-pack in the NBA, and the 1 game in the NHL. So going on the big card tonight, trying to get back and do much like we did a couple nights ago when we rolled to victory. You with me here, brother? I'm not quite hearing you, but I'll talk. I'll keep talking.
Get on board here with Ramon Scott. Get on board here with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks right now. He's got, as he mentioned, his Maction in action right now with his best bet from Maction. So get on board there. Also with a 3-pack from the NBA, and of course we'll scroll down more. You'll find the twin 3-packs here from college basketball, spanning the early starts and the late starts in 2 different 3-packs. You get on board there. As you scroll down, you will find from Ramon his best bet from the NHL. So lots of action tonight from up on the major sports from Ramon over at Tony's Picks. So you get on board there. You see these orange are our profit guarantee, meaning the amount you turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That's profit guarantee. The ones in yellow are not, because they're sold at such a discount rate. And of course, speaking of the discount rate, here we are in mid-November. Maybe a good time to get Ramon's 1-month all sports pass. The way he's been rolling right now, you get all Ramon's plays here for 30 days, premium plays here for 30 days. That includes all the NFL. Of course, we got the big turkey games coming up next week. College football, we take you to the end of the regular season and into the conference tournaments as we get in really exciting time in college football for the final 3 weeks of the regular season. Also will include Army, Navy in there as well. college basketball, we're already into some of these tournaments right now. So everybody has a tournament now. It's not just it's not just the before it was just Duke, Kansas, Kentucky, and Michigan State had college basketball all to themselves. Nope, all these small conferences we want to play too. So of course, just let's throw everybody up there. So we got tons of games here to start. A lot of tournament coverage across the nation. Again, continues again next week for Maui, Battle of Atlantis, and the Vegas tournaments that we see. So a lot happening. Of course, the Gonzaga World Tour continues tonight with Gonzaga in Texas. So a lot happening right now here in college basketball. So get on board with Ramon. And of course, that 1 month pass is the way to go. You get 30 days of plays from Ramon Scott here from college basketball. Take you right into mid-December, which a lot of good action there as well. Tournaments continue in November and in December, as you know. Of course, all the NHL as well. So a good time to get that 1 month pass. And of course, around that time period, we'll be hitting the knockout stage of the World Cup. So you know Ramon will be in action there as well. So more there for you as well. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off right now when you use that promo code at checkout. And of course, you can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. When you do that, you'll land right here on Ramon's page, which is his handicapper page. So go ahead and get signed up and become a member and start winning with Ramon Scott over at Tony's Picks. All right, Ramon, we've also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Ramon. And of course, you guys are, you and Mindy put together the morning Steam show. It's going well and a lot of coverage today as well.
Yeah, and all the videos are up on Tony's Picks YouTube channel, but I've got pick tonight in the game between the Chicago Bulls and the New Orleans Pelicans. If you go to @Tony's Picks Ramon, get my pick there on that game. In that one, Tony, I'm sorry. I think it's in the Chicago New Orleans game, I do believe. Oh no, Minnesota. I feel like Mindy now. Now I can't remember, but yes, my pick is in the Raptors game against. I may have it wrong. Just go to Tony's Picks Ramon. I'll have picks there every day in that one, Tony. I might have had mix up with the other night or something like that. I was a little discombobulated today, even on the show. We had some technical difficulties and, still kind of getting the hang of it, but we pulled it through. So maybe cut me some slack on that one today. But going to come back with a big day over there with King's team. We had 10 games that we agreed on there today over at the site. So we just got done rolling a big 7-0 2 nights ago. So it was neat that we were able to get one confirmation from one person on each of the games that we kind of were putting up on the board as our consensus plays. Like you like to see, the chat chiming in and putting an agreement in there. We pop it up on the screen, kind of fortifies our selection a little bit, as including everybody in as part of the team. And I told the chat today that you were talking today, so they'd come over here and watch and see what you had to say about them.
Very good, very good. Okay, I'm on the social media pages right now. So we got Mindy here with Bulls and Pelicans, and you are on the Raptors Bulls game. So those are what you get there on the social media on the social media plays right now available.
Yeah, that's a typo. Then that's all. Those teams aren't.
Yeah,
I'm correct.
No, that must have been there. But anyway, you got to check it out right now over at Tony's Picks and get over at Tony's Picks Ramon, Tony's Picks Mindy to get their social media picks right now over on the site. All right, Ramon, as always, great having your show. Continue that great success. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, you're with us here. Game Day Picks here Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. We want you guys to be live with us. So you get the best numbers with these picks that we give you here on the show. All right, let's continue on here with Game Day Picks. It's now time for my play. Let's continue on here, and we'll get our game card up for you right now. Going to go over to action tonight as Northern Illinois here will be hosting Miami O. Miami O here getting a point. Northern Illinois the favorite, total 44.5. I'm going to be taking here this Miami Ohio team at +1 here against Northern Illinois. We know that Northern Illinois is bowl eliminated as a 7-loss team. It's been a really difficult time for this program. It's kind of gone, unfortunately, with this current head coach, has gone the other way for this program. This once proud program is now finding himself out of a bowl game. And Miami, Ohio is trying to play himself into bowl eligibility with a 4-6 record. I know the quarterback play has been really down in the MAC this season. There's Rourke, DJ Iron has been a good one, McDonald's been a good one, And we expected a lot more from Brett Gabbert when he came in. But what? I think we're starting to see the old Brett Gabbert in here for Miami O come off a really good performance in their victory against, in their loss, I should say, to Ohio. They lost by 4 in that game, but Brett Gabbert put up some pretty impressive numbers here. 77% completion rate, 9.5 yards per attempt, 244 yards, 3 touchdowns. Okay, so that really picked up his seasonal numbers, because if you look at the seasonal numbers, they're 7.1 yards per attempt. So we're starting to see some improvement here from Gabbert in his 3rd game back from injury. So it looks like he's getting back to his old Brett Gabbert of old. And if we get that, I'm on him. I'm on him here. I didn't make it a premium because I wanted to see another good performance like this, but I made real confident give it here on this show here. NIU head in the wrong direction. They're out of bowl eligibility, 3-7. They lose to Western Michigan 24-21. That's it. When they're next week and they're done. So that's the story there. And again, they're going with the quarterback Nevin Kremaskali. On the season, here's another issue here with Northern Illinois. We're starting to see a lot of backups and a lot of third-string quarterbacks now come into some of these games. And I've done, I do a complete breakdown of all the games. And I'm telling you, man, I'm flipping pages for some of these quarterbacks. 4th stringers now starting. 3rd stringers now. We're seeing a lot of that. The 2nd string guy wasn't as good as the coach thought, so going to the 3rd guy. And here's another situation. Nevin Kremaskali is in here. He probably will finish the season. Completion rate is just 42%. Okay, so I'm got Gabbert, who's getting back to his old self, against Kremaskali, who's just trying to figure it out. Probably didn't expect to see any action when the season started, but now he's thrown into this mix. So we're going to go ahead and take Miami, Ohio here at plus the point against Northern Illinois, and bank on Gabbert tonight. All right, that'll do it here for my play here. So let me tell you what I have over at Tony's Picks. I've got individual play right now. Yeah, I found one from Match tonight with the best bets, so get on board right now over at Tony's Picks. Let me go over to my profile page. We have a best bet up there for you right now. I couldn't make a fire on the NBA today. I was really fighting that NBA tonight. I could not find a game up there that I liked on the card, and I did put up my college basketball up there on the free videos. But anyway, we got a best bet. We've hit our best bets here the past couple of days here, so we've been hit good on it. So get on board here with it. I've got one right now for you, and of course the longer term passes, 3, 7, 30 All Sports Pass. You get all of my premium plays for that period of time. You select. You go to my handicapper page and make that purchase. And of course, we also have the 2-for-1 capper promotion. When you click that button there, it says 2-for-1. You can add a second capper for 50% off on our site. So check it out over at Tony's Picks. Don't forget the promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll be able to save 20% off all premium pick packages. You can access my page by clicking the link you see in the description, then click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. And then, boom, you land right here on this page. So go ahead, and my sign-up page is right here. So get that best bet for tonight. All right, let's continue on here on Game Day Picks. It's now time for our recap. We had Mindy here on the Kings Oilers over 6.5. Ramon was on Timberwolves Magic under 222, and I was on Miami, Ohio +1 here against Northern Illinois. All right, that's going to do it for this edition here at Game Day Picks. Make sure you guys tune in again tomorrow live at 3 Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. Bring in our cappers here from Tony'sPicks.com. They'll give out the plays here for you. For that evening, and tomorrow will be Thursday, so we'll have NFL on the board as well as a single from college football, college basketball, and NBA, NHL as well. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from today's show. Goodbye, you guys. You guys have a great evening, afternoon. We'll talk with you again